Thank you, Todd. Let me get up on my soapbox here, say a few things. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here on this very, very special occasion, our kickoff to pass Proposition B. And Tanya is right. This is about a battle for the very heart and soul, the core, the fabric of San Francisco, because we're asking the question, who gets to live in San Francisco? And we know that we want a very diverse city. That's the beauty of San Francisco. It's what's made us the great city that we are. We need housing for our teachers and for our social workers and for our child care providers. Do we have any child care providers here? Well, we got to make sure they get to stay here. And dental assistants and nursing assistants and all of the folks who make up the very fabric of San Francisco. And there are many ways to address affordable housing. There's no one magic or silver bullet. First and foremost, of course, we fight to preserve the affordable housing that we've got. And working together, we've been successful. We've been successful in amending the Ellis Act, for example, so we preserve our SRO units. And then I think of the construction of new housing as a four-legged stool. There is the private sector, and we require that the private sector participate as part of the solution by requiring a percentage of all new housing be below market rate. And we work together to craft our inclusionary zoning ordinance some years ago, and we've increased the mandate on the private sector. So that's one leg. Then, of course, there's the state. And the state, which I wish I could tell you wasn't as busted as we are, we can't even get ourselves a budget yet, but we did step forward and put forward an affordable housing bond, a state bond last year, and we passed that, many billions of dollars for a wide variety of affordable housing sectors. Then there's the federal government, which is not doing much at all. And so, you bet, until November, we're going to elect ourselves a Democratic governor, Barack Obama. And hopefully with strong majorities in both houses and a Democratic president, we'll be able to return the federal government support. But currently, they've turned their back on urban America, which leads us to our final leg of this stool. And because of the federal government's lack of support, we, the locals, have to step up and do even more. Now, we made history a few years back when we passed the first affordable housing general obligation bond, but that money went very fast. We tried again a few years ago and came very, very close to passing another affordable housing bond. Prop B is a very thoughtful and reasonable way to secure, identify, and stabilize ongoing monies for affordable housing. And I think it's very cleverly designed so that we take just 2.5 cents of every $100 of assessed property value and dedicate that to housing needs. And so that's what we're here for. You all know that. Now, in the last, 60 days? I lost count myself. About 60 days. We've got to get the word out. Keep in mind, we've got 22 local ballot measures, 12 state ballot measures, a lot of folks running for community college and for school board, and so there's going to be a very crowded ballot. Now, the good news is we're going to have a lot of people coming out to vote on November 4th to elect our Democratic president, and there are going to be a lot of younger voters and a lot of excited and enthusiastic voters. And we need to let them know that they can't just vote for president and go home. They got to go down the ballot. And that when they get to Prop B, the word is yes on B. So I know we're going to hit the streets today, get the word out in every way possible, through the internet, through printed materials, and word of mouth. This is a people power campaign. And person to person, neighbor to neighbor, whether we're in our synagogues and churches or at work, wherever people congregate, don't be shy, tell your neighbor, yes on B. Thank you very much for being here.